Hello guys, I thought I would do a few static electricity labs that my kids like. Whenever we go to a restaurant and they have paper on the straws and they're taking a little bit too long to bring our food, my kids will start doing this one. Half your straw needs to stay with paper on it. You'll see why in a second. So you're going to rip off just half of it. Okay, so you've got half the straw exposed and half with paper. Set that aside. And with the paper you just took off, I want you to tear it into small pieces of various sizes, right? So 6 or 7 pieces. So there are different sizes, they have different masses, maybe they have different lengths and widths. Just being good scientists, trying to vary things a little bit. Okay, and the rest you can set aside. Okay, so far I've been playing a little bit, but so far everything here on my desk, the stuffed animal, the balloons, the straws, the paper, all of these are neutral. They're made of atoms with no neutrons, protons, and electrons, and they're all neutral. They have about the same number of protons and electrons. Let's change that. All right. You can see just by tearing it off, what I just said was not quite true. All right. So the one way to induce static electricity, right, is through friction. So I can rub this straw in and out of the paper. So I've got two different things. I've got paper and I've got plastic. And so there's friction, two different objects. There's a likelihood that the negatively charged electrons are going to move from one to the other. And probably here, the electrons are going to move from the plastic to the paper. So now I have a little charged wand. I'm being careful to keep my hand on this side. I'm going to bring it down to the paper, and hopefully you can see this. So the paper begins to come up. In fact, some of them I can make maybe even dance a little bit. Let's see. Just want them to stand up a little bit. Because I'm going to pause this video. I know. Well, that's good. So that one's standing up a little bit. I'd like you to think about why that might be the case. All right. Another little experiment you can do, I've already put some scotch tape on the edge of another straw. And I can bring, I don't know if you can see this, I can bring the straw close to it and notice they're repelling. Okay? This is a straw I had played with earlier. I guess it has a little bit of a charge to it. Okay? Now, it's not working too well. You can take your sweatshirt or your favorite puppet. Those work really well. Something with wool, something that loves to give up electrons. And that's not me turning my hand. Notice that straw is not wanting to go by the other one, right? They both have a positive charge and they do not want to be by the other. Another kind of neat thing you can do, you know about sticking balloons in your hair and messing your hair up a little bit, but I thought I'd show you this too since I've got the balloons here. I've marked 2 with a positive sign, okay? And you see everything on my table is charged now. Oops, we'll do this later. I'm going to take the sweatshirt again, or I'll pop it, and I'm charging on the plus. And I'm going to set this guy aside, somewhere where there's not a lot of charge and it's not attracted to my hand. So again, the plus. And what's neat about this is you can feel the field. You can feel the force. So I've got these 2 pluses. And I'm going to try to move them together, opening my hand a little bit so I'm not holding them tight. And it must be hard to kind of experience on the video, but as I try to bring that plus close to the other one, it flips. Look at it, flipped all the way around. It's similar repel. These are positively charges. Electrons have moved. Now look, it's attracted to this side. This is the positive side. The electrons are over here, so opposites attract. So it's just a neat way. And the other cool thing if you do this is you can feel that there's a force. There's a little force making these guys move. Okay. Well, now I have these balloons. Let's see. Just another way to pick up a lot of paper, handling it. I could have discharged it from my hand to the balloon. Okay. So next time you go to McDonald's, take some scotch tape, take a couple balloons, take your favorite stuffed animal, borrow some straws, and play with static electricity.